Hey everyone, I'm Gloria S, Crump, the Queen of Real Estate. Thank you for joining us this week's Tea and Crumpets here at the Coastal Leaders Realty Group. And our special guest today is Kendall Walters. She is the owner of Got You Covered of Baldwin County. So thank you for joining us.
Well, thanks for having me. It's always fun to get outside of the normal routine and to do something different. So this is certainly not something that I normally do.
Well, I appreciate it. I feel special. So tell us a little bit of background about yourself and the company.
Sure. I have been in Baldwin County for the past going on 18 years with my husband Trevor.
Yeah.
And currently in Orange Beach. So been in Orange Beach for the past 4 years. And have had Got You Covered for the past 7 years.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
And so for Baldwin County, you service the whole county. Is that correct?
I do. Yes, from top
and we have
to
a
bottom.
big county. I was just going to say
we do. Yes.
There's a lot of real estate in this county.
Yeah. Yes. And so a lot of more coastal areas with that coastal vibe, and then your traditional more toward the top of the county. So I get to see a lot of different little areas and towns.
I know. I think that's awesome because there's a big variety of different styles and looks that people are looking for and such.
Yes.
And so what makes Baldwin County, not just that it's just how large it is, I mean, it's a huge area to cover, but what else does it make it the perfect place for your business? So
sure. Obviously the growth that we have seen.
Yes.
So I get to go in and see all of the beautiful custom homes that are going through construction right now and working with those owners, and then also the condos. So I do a lot of drapery in condos and a lot of different products and aspects.
Oh, I know. I mean, I love how I go to look at properties and everybody has like a different style. And so it is fun to see, just like you were saying, you've got the coastal market, then Eastern Shore is a little different. Then you have the northern and then the countryside. So, and obviously there's, a variety of window treatments, but what are you seeing is the most popular one right now?
Sure. Yes. Motorization.
Oh,
just with all of the technology that we're seeing with the changes that the world is going through right now.
Yes.
Motorization, it certainly helps with those how to reach areas. And
floor to ceiling glass.
You got it. Yes, those large sliding doors that we see a lot here with the beautiful views. So motorization
the easy button is what we were talking about earlier.
Yeah. Yep. Master bedrooms. It's popular in master bedrooms as well.
Yeah.
But also those traditional products with your drapery. It's always going to be a classic. Your shutters are always going to be a classic. Roman shades are popular as well.
And I've noticed that, I like it when I'm having to, get listings ready. There's some that just have, it's cordless as y'all say, but it has a little spring and it just makes it so easy. Or the ones that you just lift up, the blinds versus, and I think they're getting away from the cords in the having to do cordless.
They have actually there was a law passed last year.
Actually
a year and a half ago. That with child safety, cords have been outlawed. So they are continuing to evolve and improve that cordless system that you were talking about.
Well, it makes it so easy than having to. I'm so worried. I'm always kind of when I'm having to get
it's going to get stuck.
Or I'm going to pull the cord and then I'm going to have to buy new blinds for this listing because I was trying to make it nice. And stuff.
Absolutely.
So, and that is nice about the motorized window. I love those.
Yes.
So I can see why that's becoming very popular.
Of course.
And so walk us through what it's like to work, from the moment you get a phone call to the installation.
Sure.
And even after. So.
Yeah, of course. So a lot of the clients that I work with, when calling, they have had a touch point with someone that I know personally or that I have worked with, whether it be a home builder or a realtor or a previous client. So they already have kind of a rapport, built with me.
Referrals are key.
Yes, absolutely. So love referrals.
Yes.
Whenever they call in, obviously I'm going to ask a series of questions of what they're looking for, what stage in a remodel or a new construction that they're in, so I can know what timeline of that product process, how fast that we need to get moving here. So building that structure of where to go. So from there, schedule to go out to their project site and walk through. Listening is key, and what they're looking for, and giving them product knowledge from there, providing a quote, getting measurements, and then on the follow-up side, we do installation as well.
That's awesome. And one thing is too, like with your expertise and you being in this business for so long, sometimes people might have this idea of what they're wanting. And then when you start listening and asking questions, you're like, wait a second, this might actually be more beneficial and such. So that's great that you have that expertise behind you that you can actually bring to them to say, maybe you should look into this, or it's and what typically, because you said all your products are custom.
Yes.
All right. So what is typically the turnaround time for that?
So from order to install, we're looking at 3 to 4 weeks.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
So yes, for a custom product, it normally aligns with that project process anyway. So
I think that's
got other things going on.
Yep. No, I think that's a great turnaround time. I've heard longer, so I feel like that's a huge plus with your company.
Yes.
So, and then what are some budget-friendly upgrades that make a large impact on? And what do you think? So.
Sure. Very easy things that we can do is matching your pillows to your drapes. So very custom, but just easy to get produced there. And then if you just want to soften up your space and add that decor aspect, just putting some drapery panels over your existing shades, it brings in kind of that wow factor to your home.
And that is budget friendly too. Like I love that aspect. No, that's great. And we kind of touched on this a little earlier, but growth in this area and how it's affected your business. Obviously there's new construction that you were talking about.
Sure.
And so what other with the turnovers?
Yes, that's what I was going to say. In some cases, I have worked with the original homeowner, and then they passed on my information to the new homeowner, and the new homeowner might want to add in those decorative panels that we were talking about. So obviously, growth and change in this area has brought a lot to my business.
It has, and I love too, like how when I'm selling property, when people come in, they want to make it their own. And so sometimes it's like, oh yeah, I like that, but I want to add stuff to it. So the turnover, I can see that being something, and everybody has a different taste, and that's what I love seeing too. It's like the befores and after, and people making their home.
The
like their personality comes through in their decor,
and that is certainly one thing that I always tell that client. Whenever I'm providing that information to them during that initial meeting, this is your home. You have to look at this every day. This is something that is very important to you to make your own selections. I can provide you all the information and the experience that I have and what is popular right now or what others use. But certainly the most important aspect is what your look is.
Yes, and that they're going to love it. So what sets your business apart from the big box stores and online ordering?
Of course, having that personal touch within customer service from the time that you call me until after the installation. I'm a phone call, text.
Awesome.
It's just right there at your fingertips that I can provide that next level of customer service that you're not seeing with others.
Like having to call customer service and go through all these people to get to what the issue is or so.
I take pride in that next level of customer service.
I think that's awesome. And too, like you were saying, the most popular window treatments that you're seeing right now are the motorized. And so obviously anything with a motor is going to sometimes have a little glitch. And so being able to call you direct or text you and say, hey, we got an issue, obviously it's under warranties and things of that nature. That's what's so nice about it. Because it can save money in the long run versus going somewhere to try to buy it versus having to have it completely replaced.
It saves you the time and the frustration of doing it yourself. Because it does take that experience and knowledge of being able to program and troubleshoot those products because it can be frustrating. Yes, it goes a long way.
Like Kendall did. Yeah.
Yes, it goes a long way to hitting that easy button of using somebody that you trust that's local.
Yeah, I think that's great.
Yeah.
And so, obviously, I can tell you love what you do, but what is it that you most love about it? So,
just working with clients.
Yes.
Just that I can provide that service to them that is beautification to their home.
Yeah.
That is functional. That that they get to see and use every day.
Yeah.
And knowing that I have provided the best that I can to them.
Yeah, I think that's awesome, and I can tell that you love people, you love what you do. So. I'm excited for you, and I'm looking forward to that we can send you some business with some of our
thanks for having me.
Yes, thank you. And we'll have her contact information at the end of the video. So, and thank you for watching.
Thanks.